So in this video, you're going to learn the difference between public and private forms. Where anytime you build a form definition and you use that to route to the various people, that form is actually a private form. What that means is you have to have a user account within Flowrite and you have to authenticate with Flowrite in order to fill that form. But there are cases where you might want to show a form on a public website. We have many government customers that have built forms like survey forms and people comment forms, and these forms are publicly displayed on their websites for people to enter data and submit, and a workflow process starts once that is submitted. So, for example, if we take one of our forms, let's take this risk form. You can see that this says that this is not a public form. And what we can do is we can go ahead and make this a public form by going into the menu. We're going to go to Actions, and then we're going to say Set as Public Form. When you do this, you will see that this is checked now. This is set as a public form. And if we go in, let's say we want to execute this. And let's say I'm going to start the risk. Once this starts, let's say we're going to do this rule master process, and I'm going to pass it to this final risk. And you will see you have a private URL and a public URL. You can also save the form URL. And these two are available because when it's private, it's going to ask for authentication. When it is public, it's not going to ask for authentication. So for example, I can copy this URL. I can actually go to an incognito window and type in this URL, and it will actually show me the actual form. And you can see the form is rented. And if I actually take my private URL, and if I go and try to put in the incognito window, you can see that it's asking me to authenticate because that is the private URL. So you can easily design a form and embed a form within any website that you want, and by making that particular form a public form. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you learned the difference between private forms and public forms. Thank you.